Alright guys, so this is the look that we're going to be doing in the tutorial. It is a really up-to-date, super fast smoky eye and a little bit of warm blush, a strong highlight, and light pink lips. So I really hope that you enjoy. I have no makeup on because I'm going to do my first makeup tutorial ever. And I'm going to do one of my easiest, quickest smoky eyes because everyone still loves the smoky eye, and I've been asked a few times how to do them, and I find that going forward with smoky eyes, they're definitely evolving and changing and becoming actually more simple and less precision, less clean lines, a lot more blended and a little bit messy even. So if you're not the best makeup artist or you're not comfortable, not to worry. This is a great look for you to tackle, especially if you have a night out and you really want to play up your eyes. Putting on my primer, so I am using the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Primer. This is a wonderful product because it's super lightweight. It's not greasy feeling. You don't need too much of it at all, and you just put it on as you would a cream, but it doesn't have any moisturizing benefits, so you still have to put on a moisturizer. I'm not going to do too much concealer and foundation right now because I want to be able to wipe away any falling shadow under the eye and then finish with a clean application of concealer. So just so I can handle looking at myself, I'm going to put on a little of my favorite foundation, which is MAC's Face and Body. You don't need very much of this product. I'm going to start off with about that much. And I just, again, with my fingers, blend it all over my face. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm going to start off by using Smolder by MAC, which is just a kohl liner. So kohl liners are really smudgeable. They're creamier liners, and Smolder is awesome because it's super duper black. So I'm gonna do a pretty dark smoky eye. So I'm gonna use this all over my lid. So I'm gonna start by lining my lash line and then working it up, not passing my crease by much at all. I'm gonna actually smudge the liner up into the crease. This is the part that you don't need to be neat about at all. So don't worry about getting it perfectly smudged. It's not supposed to look neat. So we're actually using Smolder as our eye primer in a sense because we want the shadow to stick to something creamy. It's going to make it more intense and it's going to make it last longer on the eye. So I'm going to quickly even out the other eye. Step 2 would be to take a dark shadow. I'm going to use green. This is Humid from MAC. And I'm using this one because a friend of mine requested this tutorial, and I think it's beautiful with the black because the green comes out to be so emerald and so rich. So I'm going to take a flat brush. This is Sephora's brush. You can use any flat brush you have, any flat dense brush. MAC has one called 239, so you could use that one if you wanted. But I'm going to pick up quite a bit of shadow, the green, and I'm going to go in and start pressing it on top of the black liner we've just done. And we're not taking this too high. And I'm going to take MAC's 217 blending brush. This is by far my most favorite brush, and reason being just because it is a great size, it's fluffy and flat on the other side, so you can use it for so many different things. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to take a pretty neutral shadow. For example, maybe some soft brown from MAC. And I'm just going to use this as kind of my blending shadow. So I'm just going to start softening this edge. So again, this whole blending work, you don't really need to know what you're doing very much. You're just going to start softening the edge you made. Really, the brush does most of the work. It's just taking the time. Take your 217 again and get into a black shadow. So I'm going to use Carbon from MAC, which is just a matte black shadow. And I'm going to take my 217 again, and this time I'm going to use more of the flat edge. And I'm going to load up the product. And then I just want to create some depth in my crease. So I'm going to start by pressing it in my outer corner, like that. And then just working that into my crease by using the tip of the brush. And then on the other side. So now it's a little bit more intense, but we're still not done. I'm going to take a really, really nude matte shadow. I'm going to use Brulee from MAC. So this is the soft brown that I used. It's just like a very neutral fleshy tone. And then this is Brulee. And this is just a creamy matte tone. So I'm going to use this and then my 224 brush. This is the travel size version of it. It's a great tapered crease brush and it blends the edges beautifully. So I'm going to take this neutral tone and I'm going to start by just overlapping the edge that we've created. And I'm going to just blend it until it's as soft as I'd like it. You can really take this color up and out depending on what your eye shape is. You can always wipe away what you don't want. So if you want like a super angled look, you can just take a wipe to the edge and just wipe that away. I'm not a fan of that myself, so I like the more diffuse, kind of buffed out, a little bit grungy, messy look. I'm going to take a pigment. I'm going to use a new one that I just got. It's not by MAC, but it's just like MAC's Naked pigment, which I have, but this one doesn't have sparkle in it, and I don't want sparkle, I just want frost. So I'm going to take, you could take your 217, I'm going to take this flatter. This is great for in the inner corner of the eye or for underneath the eye, smudging the bottom lash line. And I'm just going to get in and push that in there. And then kind of up this way. And then take your 224 again and just kind of push that up towards the brow. So for the bottom lash line, I'm not going to do it too heavy. I can start by just lining in my waterline with Smolder, or if you have a water resistant liner, that would be ideal because it wouldn't come off as quickly. Smolder is okay. I find that it does come off quite quickly though, especially if you have watery eyes. So you can always set it by pressing in a black shadow into the actual waterline. So I've run that along the bottom waterline, and then I'm just gonna kind of sloppily run it underneath the lashes. Not too much because we don't want to take it too black. I'm going to take the dark green, the humid, and I'm just going to lightly just kind of smudge that underneath a bit. Okay, so now that I have mascara on, you can see that it grunges it up a little bit more. So now I'm going to take one of my favorite concealers. It's actually from Makeup Forever, and it's called the Lifting Concealer, and it is level 3. So I like this just because it's really creamy, and it doesn't cake up or go dry or crease up at all under the eye. I'll usually add a little bit more foundation just because it's so light. I just like to kind of give one more little application. With a really clean looking face and skin, the eyes just really stand out. I will set everything that I just put on with MAC's translucent or transparent finishing powder. So this is a great product because it's going to mattify any super dewy glow that I have just a little bit, just enough that I don't look over the top shiny. And then it's also going to help set the concealer that I've put under my eye. I'm just going to quickly dust this on. I'm going to be using the 163 brush from MAC. It is an angled blush brush or contour brush, so you can use this to create contour or you can use it for blush. I'm not going to do two different products. Usually you can do one for contour and one for blush. I've been doing just blush for kind of both. So I'm going to be taking Warm Soul by MAC. This is a mineralized blush and it's probably my all-time favorite. I'm going to be taking a little bit of the product and starting by just blending it back towards the top of my ear. I'm going to do a little bit on the chin usually, just to tie it all together. This is Hush from MAC, and I'm going to use this as my highlight. So I'm going to take my ring finger again, get a fair bit of product on your finger, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to just dab it around my cheekbone, like on my upper cheekbone, and then up around the brow a little bit. Do a little bit above the lip. It's just sexy and enhances your pout. Actually put it on the lip too, and then a little on the chin, just in the middle of the chin, and then down the center of the nose just a little bit. I'm going to be using a newer liner to MAC. It's called Hip and Happy, and it's this really pretty baby pinky purple, so it matches the lipstick Snob really well. And then I'm going to be using Sweet Sunrise by MAC, which is a limited edition, but it's almost exactly like Hue. So go pick up Hue, H-U-E. Then I'm just going to put this on top. And then that is it. magically my hair looks better. So that's my finished look. I hope you like it. I hope it was easy enough for you. Don't forget to groom your brows. There. That's better. Okay guys, I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.